I paid for my cousin's entire college degree after her parents lost their jobs. Last week, I asked to borrow $200 for groceries after getting laid off. She replied, "That's not really my problem anymore." Then she posted a TikTok mocking broke family members who can't let go. So I forwarded her scholarship fraud email to her university and watched the fallout from my front porch. I never thought I'd be that guy writing one of these, but I've got no one else to talk to, and this story has been sitting in my chest like a brick. I'm 35, single, no kids. I live in Springfield, Missouri, and until recently, I was working as a network tech for a mid-sized company. Decent job, decent pay. Nothing fancy, but I kept up with bills, helped my mom when she needed it, and even managed to save a little. I've always believed in helping family because that's how I was raised. My cousin Haley is 25 now. She's my Aunt Sharon's daughter, my mom's younger sister. Haley and I were close when she was little. I'd babysit her sometimes during high school, help her with math, that sort of thing. She used to follow me around like a puppy. I was always the cool cousin who showed her how to use a computer, played video games with her, and told her stories when she had nightmares. Things got hard for her family about 6 years ago. Her dad got hurt on the job. Some back injury that never healed right, and her mom got laid off when the food packaging plant shut down. They lost their health insurance, fell behind on everything. I remember visiting their house once and seeing the lights out because they hadn't paid the bill. That's how real it got. Then came college. Haley got into Missouri State. Everyone was thrilled. She was the first person in that branch of the family to get accepted to a university. But the money just wasn't there. They applied for financial aid, but it didn't come close to covering everything. I remember Sharon crying on the phone with my mom, saying they might have to tell Haley to give up her dream. That didn't sit right with me. I knew how hard Haley had worked. I also remembered all the times that family had helped us when we were down, bringing groceries, fixing our car, whatever. So I stepped in. I offered to pay the rest of what she needed. It wasn't a quick decision. I had about $20,000 saved up at the time. I knew I couldn't do everything, but I figured I could cover her rent and books at least. Over time, it became more than that. I'd get calls from her saying she needed money for a laptop, or her car broke down, or her roommate skipped out on rent again. And I gave it every time. Over 4 years, I ended up spending a little over $68,000 total. I didn't keep receipts. I wasn't keeping score. I loved her like a sister. At first, she was grateful. She'd send me messages like, "I don't know how to thank you," or "You're the only reason I'm even still in school." It made me feel like I was doing something good with my life. Then she graduated. She got a decent job marketing, I think. Started making decent money. I didn't expect anything back. I never said she had to repay me. I just thought she'd stay close, stay decent. I was wrong. 3 weeks ago, I lost my job. Company-wide layoffs. They handed me a pink slip and a 2-week severance check. Just like that, I was out. I started applying right away but didn't get any bites. Unemployment is slow. My bills started piling up, and after covering my mom's hospital stay last winter, I didn't have much left. I hated doing it, but I texted Haley. I just asked if she could spot me $200 so I could get groceries. Told her I'd pay her back once I got something steady. She didn't reply for 2 days. Then finally she sent, "That's not really my problem anymore. You helped me then, but I'm trying to live my life now. Hope things turn around for you though." That hit like a punch to the gut. 2 hours later, I saw her TikTok. She was laughing with her roommate, making fun of people who mooch off successful family members. She did this fake crying voice, mimicking someone saying, "Can I have just $200 to eat?" Then laughed and said, "Girl, it's giving broke uncle energy." Her friend lost it. It was me. No doubt about it. I sat there shaking. Not even from anger at first, just shock. Embarrassment. Like I was a joke to her now. After everything I gave up. But then I remembered something. A year and a half ago, Haley had asked me to look over a scholarship essay for her. She was trying to get extra funds from a hardship and opportunity grant. She sent me her draft, the attached forms, and said, "Just check my grammar." The thing is, she lied in that application. Said she had no family support. Said she was first gen, which isn't true. Her mom did 1 year of college. She even attached fake pay stubs to show independent status. I remembered all of it. I still had the files saved on my old laptop. I didn't even hesitate. I dug them up, attached them in a clean email, and sent them straight to the financial aid office at her university. I didn't say much. Just sharing this in case it violates the terms of your aid policies. Didn't get a reply. Didn't expect one. But the fallout started fast. First, it was her panicked Facebook post. Does anyone know if the school can revoke your degree? Asking for a friend. Then came the texts. She blew up my phone, calls, voicemails, everything. Finally, she showed up on my porch. Her makeup was smeared, hair a mess. She was crying hard, asking if I sent the email. Saying the school called her in, said she might be on the hook for thousands, might lose her degree. They were reviewing her entire financial file. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just looked her in the eye and said, that's not really my problem anymore. And I closed the door. Haley didn't go away after I shut the door. She sat in her car in my driveway for an hour. At first, I thought she'd leave. But when I looked out the window, I saw her just sitting there, staring at her phone, wiping her eyes, making calls. She looked like her whole world was falling apart, and maybe it was. I went back to my laptop and kept applying for jobs. I didn't care if she sat there all night. The next morning, I had 6 voicemails from my Aunt Sharon. First a calm one, then one asking me to call back, then a full-blown screaming message telling me I'd destroyed her daughter's life and that family doesn't turn on each other like this. Then came the group texts. My mom, my other cousins, 2 aunts, everyone started chiming in. Half of them didn't know the whole story. They just saw Haley's version. That I'd gone psycho and reported her to her school because I was jealous she was doing well. They had no idea I paid for that degree in the first place. I tried explaining. I even sent screenshots of the payment transfers. Nobody cared. All they saw was that Haley might lose her degree and I was the reason. Then came the next twist. A week later, I got a certified letter from Haley's lawyer. Not a real lawsuit, just a warning. It said I may have violated her privacy by sharing personal documents and that if she suffered damages, they'd hold me liable. I laughed out loud when I read it. I didn't hack anything. She sent me those documents herself. I didn't make up anything. I just showed the truth. Still, it pissed me off. Then I found out why they were getting desperate. One of my old friends still works at Missouri State in admin. We'd kept in touch over the years. She texted me privately and said, "You didn't hear this from me, but Haley's in deep. They found more than just the one lie. She used fake docs across several applications. It's fraud." Turns out, Haley had pulled this move more than once. Faked being independent. Faked income. Claimed things that weren't true to get extra grants. Grants meant for people who actually needed them. They were reviewing everything. If they found enough, she could lose her degree, be forced to pay back aid, and even face legal trouble. I didn't celebrate. I didn't feel good about it. But I didn't feel sorry either. Then, out of nowhere, I got a knock at the door one night. It was Sharon. No warning. She looked tired, older than I remembered. No yelling this time. She just asked if she could come in. We sat in the kitchen. She didn't even bring up the fraud. She just said I raised her to be better than this. I don't know what happened. I didn't say much. I just listened. Then she said something I didn't expect. She told me you paid for her school. I didn't know it was that much. I thought you just helped here and there. I nodded. She stared down at her hands. I should have stepped in more. I should have seen what she was becoming. That hit me harder than anything Haley ever said. Because Sharon was the only one who seemed to get it. But the damage was already done. My name was Mud in the family group chat. My cousins stopped replying to my messages. My uncle blocked me. Even my mom got cold with me for a few days before she came around. And the worst part? Haley posted another video. This one was different. She didn't mock me. No jokes. Just her sitting in her apartment, red-eyed, holding her phone. Caption read, "Imagine giving everything to someone and they destroy you anyway." She knew her audience. The comments blew up with sympathy. People called me a narcissist. A jealous relative. Some said I was abusive. One girl commented, "Cutting off toxic family is hard but necessary." She was twisting the story again. I kept quiet. I didn't respond. But something in me was changing. Because the more I thought about it, the more I realized she wasn't done lying. And I wasn't done either. A few days after her latest TikTok, I got a call from my old friend at the university again. She said, "You didn't hear this from me, but someone's trying to claim you blackmailed her." I froze. Haley? Yeah. She sent in an email to the ethics board. Said you threatened to release private info unless she paid you back. That never happened. Not once. I never asked for repayment. Never threatened her. All I did was expose what she actually wrote herself. She gave them screenshots, my friend said. But they look edited. Sloppy ones too. One message has a timestamp that doesn't even match your phone format. I told her the truth, I never said any of that. I've got full message history. She believed me. But the fact that Haley was now trying to flip the script like this? That hit me in a different way. She wasn't just trying to save herself, she was trying to bury me. It made sense now why she went quiet for a few days. She'd been busy building a fake version of the story, probably hoping someone at the university would believe her over me. I backed up every text we'd exchanged for the last 5 years. Screenshots, PDFs, emails. I kept everything. And I sent a packet to the school's legal office. Not just to defend myself, but because I realized she wasn't scared to drag me through the mud to protect herself. I started hearing from old coworkers too. Hey, man, weird question. Did you really blackmail your cousin? Someone posted on a local Facebook group about me. She'd spread the story everywhere. I wasn't just dealing with family gossip anymore. This was public. Then the job interviews stopped. 2 recruiters ghosted me after second rounds. I asked one directly, and he said, "There's a rumor going around about a harassment case involving you and a relative. Not sure what's true, but it gave HR pause." I was furious. She was trying to ruin my entire life. I didn't want to fight dirty. I just wanted the truth out. But now, I had to defend myself. I contacted a lawyer. I showed him everything, texts, emails, the TikToks, the false claims. He sat quietly, looking over my phone for 10 minutes. Then he said, "This isn't just defamation. This is malicious. She's trying to wreck your reputation and your ability to work." I didn't want to sue her. I told him that. He said, "You don't have to sue her for money, but you should send a cease and desist. Make it formal. If she keeps lying, we'll have grounds." So we did. She got the letter 3 days later. And the same night, she showed up again. But this time, she wasn't crying. She was angry. "You lawyered up? Are you kidding me? After everything I've been through?" She shouted on my porch loud enough for the neighbors to peek through their blinds. I didn't invite her in. She was shaking. "You destroyed my future. You ruined everything." I finally snapped. "I didn't ruin anything. You did that. You lied, Haley. You scammed the school. You tried to make me look like a monster for asking for food money. Then you faked messages and told people I blackmailed you." She didn't deny it. She just stood there, quiet, jaw clenched. I said, "You want to lie? Fine. But now there are consequences." She left without another word. The next day, a new TikTok went up. Just a black screen and text. "Some people will try to destroy you when they can't control you. Don't let them." The comments were brutal, still on her side. But I knew something she didn't. My lawyer had already sent a second letter. Not just to her, but to the university's legal department too, demanding a full review of the accusations she made, including the fake screenshots. And then came the biggest twist yet. My friend from admin texted me, "You might want to sit down." They found out Haley not only faked her financial records, but also submitted a false police report to try and cover her tracks. She was about to face a criminal investigation. 2 weeks passed. Everything was quiet, too quiet. Haley stopped posting. I hadn't heard from my lawyer. The family group chat was still a war zone, but I muted it. Then, early on a Wednesday morning, my phone rang. It was my friend from the university. Her voice was low. "They're pressing charges," she said. The school turned it over to the DA's office. Lying on those forms, the fake police report, she's in real trouble. I sat there, holding the phone in one hand, staring at the wall. "Is she going to jail?" I asked. "They're recommending probation, restitution, maybe community service. But yeah, her degree's gone. Officially revoked. And her record won't be clean anymore." I should have felt good. Proud even. This was revenge. Justice. Whatever word you want to use. But all I felt was empty. My mom called later that day. She didn't yell, didn't defend Haley. She just asked, "Do you think it was worth it?" That question haunted me. Because here's the truth, I wanted her to hurt. After what she said. After the way she mocked me online. After trying to destroy my name and career. I wanted her to feel what I felt when I sat in the dark, staring at an empty fridge and her TikTok laughing at me. But now that it had all unraveled, it didn't fix anything. I still didn't have a job. My family still hated me. And I had to live with the fact that I burned a bridge I once would have died to protect. I made mistakes too. I should have set boundaries. I should have said no when the requests kept piling up. I let her take and take until there was nothing left. That's on me. But she crossed a line when she tried to bury me. A month later, I got a call from a small IT firm in Joplin. They'd seen my resume before but wanted to revisit. I interviewed. I got the job. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. Meanwhile, Haley moved back in with her parents. No job. No degree. Word got around. Sharon never forgave me. Not fully. She talks to my mom, but not me. Haley never apologized. Last I heard, she was working nights at a diner and trying to scrub the internet of her old videos. People don't forget though. And me? I'm okay. Not great, but okay. I keep to myself more now. I don't give out money like I used to. I learned. And when people ask what happened between me and Haley, I just say she made some choices. So did I. But at night, when I sit on my porch and think back, I remember her standing there, crying, begging me to fix it. And I remember the look on her face when I said, that's not really my problem anymore.